Hello everyone, Minky here with the next episode of Let's Play Pokemon Gen 2 AEFE. Today, I was thinking of doing the Fuchsia City Gym, but I think instead I'm actually going to take on the Cinnabar Gym, because that one, I mean it's got less trainers in it, from what I remember, but I figured, you know, it's probably worth doing that just to get something done, if you will. Like, that's kind of abnormal, if you will. Like, because I mean, it's obviously still a gym, but it's like, it's progress still. It's unlocking some more of the map, if you will, even though it's not really all that grand, if you will, of our plot. But it would be nice to kind of unlock it, if you will. So yeah, that's the hope there, if you will. And yeah, Beth wants to battle, so I guess I'll do that afterwards as well. Probably in video as well, just so I can show it off. Because I always like to show off Beth and Gavin, because those two are pretty cool, I think. Those are probably two of my favourite trainers. You know, in the or at least the Pokegear trainers anyway, that you can get the numbers of. So yeah, that's what they are. That's why I'm always off battling them and whatnot. Even if it's off screen, because it's nostalgic as well, isn't it? That's another thing. I was going over last episode, how I was saying, like, you know, it's just nostalgia, if you will. And that's kind of what I'm trying to go for here, if you will. I mean, I'm obviously not using nostalgic teams. I'm kind of basing that a little differently, but yeah, it's certainly something. It's what does this sign say? Cinnabar Gym leader Blaine. Oh, okay, that's weird. I actually spoke to myself. I mean, it's not weird that I spoke to myself, that's normal. But I mean, it's weird. It's weird that I just because your trainer really usually doesn't say that or say anything, if you will. Yeah. Okay. Since we've got access to the other side, let's have a look. See what happens on the other side of Viridian. See if we can actually get to the other side of the rocks. That might be interesting. But yeah, I've not gone for nostalgic teams or anything, because there's a few selections of Pokemon that I could have gone for, but I didn't. It's just obviously, like, for the most part, it's like, you know, I've just gone for Pokemon that I don't. Oh, now it's fine. What? So just coming all the way up through this side fixes it? Really? Really? What? That's so weird. Like, why? That's so weird. I thought it was defeating Blaine, but no, it's just coming up. So what caused that then? How did they set the flag off? The flag off. How did they do that? How did it tell? How did the game know then that, like, oh, you've walked past this section, therefore you're fine to. The eruption is no longer there. It's like, what? Why? That's so weird. You know, it's. I'm barely experienced at all in programming. I don't really know anything, so. I'm probably saying, I could easily be saying one of the most naive things about programming, you know, it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, but it's like, geez, man, this encounter ratio, man, give me this to me on Crystal where I need it most, man, like, seriously. But no, anyway, back to what I was saying. I do not have nostalgic teams on in these LPs. I don't really go for that. I mean, I kind of do, to be fair. I kind of do in a way, because it's like, I mean, for Gen 1 AEFE I did. So for Gen 2 AEFE though, it's more so based on just like, let's kind of keep something going, if you will, of a trend, if you will. And you know, like, oh, here's Blaine. Ah, my gym and Cinnabar burned down. My fire breathing. Homeless, wow. Here in this cave, in this very small cave. Wow. You've made a bad burn heal, man. Yeah! Wow. Leader Blaine. But no, yeah, this team, these three teams, I mean, okay, Crystal's team is definitely nostalgic to me. Because like I said before, like, every time I played with Crystal, I would always do the cloning glitch. And just, you know, get myself all 3 starters from the get-go. And so, like, obviously, like, I would always have that. Hence why I've got the 3 there, you know. These 2 teams, though, Gold and Silver, they're based on Pokemon. One of them is based on, like, Pokegods, so it's like a Gen 1 team. And the other one is based on Generation 3, quote-unquote, Pokemon. Like, you know, Pokemon that you could, like, you could look at them and think, like, yeah, they probably look like Generation 3 Pokemon. In a way, if you will, like, because they spawn in Hoenn and whatnot in the Gen 3 games, and you can easily mistake them for Gen 3 Pokemon because of that. You know, it's like how people could mistake Togepi as a Gen 1 Pokemon when they're not, they're a Gen 2 Pokemon. But obviously, it's like, you can easily make that mistake. You know, same goes for, like, well, obviously Skarmory is obviously like a Gen 3 Pokemon, because they spawn a bit more often than there, I would imagine, or at least early enough, if you will. Because like in Gen 2, they spawn pretty late into the game, like, around the 8th gym. And then, what's the other 2? Slugma and Xingqiao, I feel like they're very Gen 3, if you will. You know, I feel like they're very much the Gen 3 lookalikes, if you will. So, oh, that's creepy, man. This guy just spawned in. So, you know, that's what that is for the. Yeah, that's what these teams are. They've already. Sorry, dude. Cinnabar Gym was gone, so I didn't know where to find you. Hey, so this is new? Was I its first challenger since the volcano erupted? Wow. That's actually kind of amazing. But no, what was I saying? Yeah, so the teams are a bit disjointed because of that. You know, they're not really nostalgic. I mean, I guess they are. I guess they are nostalgic because, like, think about it, like, Pokegods, you know, they're obviously, you know, very, yeah, you know what, I guess I'll set this off, actually. But, you know, the Pokegods, they're obviously very nostalgic, because no one really, like, we know, like, we live in an age now, sort of, like, very distant from Generation 1, if you will, which I know that sounds very, I know that sounds wrong, because it's only, like, what, 30 years-ish? You know, Pokemon is almost, like, it's about 30 years old now, but, like, when you look at it, it's like the internet was barely new when Pokemon came out and whatnot, and then to top it off, it's like you obviously get like a whole lot of like schoolyard rumors of like Mew under the truck and whatnot, and this and that, and you can evolve this if you just do that, and like, oh, Raikou has an evolution because of this, because it's like in-game trade or whatever, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's kind of what all that sort of is, if you will. You know, that's the kind of nostalgia for the Pokegods. And then for the Gen 3 Pokemon, at least for me, like, Gen 3 for me is very nostalgic, if you will, because it's like, there's a lot of, because I played the heck out of Sapphire. Alright, now before I continue with that topic, I'm actually going to pause here and I'm going to actually go over to Silver now, to get that bit started. So yeah, like, oh, I forgot about Beth. On gold. Oh, well, never mind. I'll do that later, I guess. I guess it's all the more reason to record, isn't it? To record another episode. But anyway, as I was saying, so like about this whole So like I played the heck out of Generation 3, specifically Sapphire. Like I played the heck out of that game. You know, and like I loved it to pieces when I was a kid. You know, and I just played it just so much, man. You know, it's like I just played it so much, man, and it's like, you know, it's easily one of my. I'm actually pretty surprised by, like, for one, like I have my own like unofficial guide that I got from like a magazine like years ago, and that's like tattered. It's like tattered. You can see that it's like been loved and whatnot. You know, it's one of those childhood items kind of thing. I barely remember going through it for the Johto for the Hurrying game show. Ironically, I barely remember going through it for the stuff like that. I did enjoy it, obviously, but I barely remember going through it. And then, I actually do have another guide now as well, actually, that I got like the other day. I said the other day, the other week now, actually, to be fair, it was a few weeks ago, probably. But yeah, I actually have that now. I could go through that as well for the. I'm thinking, well, I probably should go through it for the AEFE runs, to be fair. But like, but the point is that this team, this Gen 3 team, the team that you're actually seeing with me now, you know, it's nostalgic for that. You know, because like I played a whole heck of a lot of Gen 3, so it does have that benefit to it, if you will. You know, of nostalgia, if you will. Now, I haven't actually, in all offense, I have not decided on my Gen 3 AEFE team yet. I've not decided on anything for Gen 3 onwards yet. I have a few ideas. I definitely have a few ideas, especially for two specific ones. But that's something we'll see in the, I guess, in their future. Well, not in their future. It won't be for a while. But like, I do have some ideas that I want to go with. So that would be something. I should use Steel Wing, actually, to be fair. Wow, okay, nice. I actually like that. I actually like that I didn't level up because it gives me an excuse to keep using Mickey. But yeah, like, there's so much to just go off on, you know, with that. There's just so much nostalgia, if you will. And I definitely got to make nostalgic teams. You know, I definitely got to make, you know, keep the theme of nostalgia with these, because that's kind of like a major factor for this. You know, it's definitely a huge factor for this, because it's like, I mean, okay, yeah, fair enough, the AEFE runs are going to have nostalgia in them as well, but they're different. They're different in the sense that they're AEFE runs. I've got to, you know, this time I'm exploring this childhood area, if you will, instead of like just re-experiencing it. So, whoops, oh well, never mind, I guess I'll just stay with you. But yeah, I've got to, the AEFE runs are so much exploring these past areas, whereas at least with Gen 2 AEFE, it's just, you know, going back and re-experiencing them again, you know, like, wow, that's actually amazing, wow, and I didn't get burned either, wow. But yeah, I'm swapping. But yeah, because like, remember, like, it's been so long since I've actually come down here to, you know, Gen 2's Kanto. It's been so long, like I said, 5 years since I've even been down here, and even longer since I've actually done anything down here. Because like I said, this is like, when I went back then, I didn't get too far. Now where I'm at, it's like, I've experienced so much of the Kanto region now. Keep swapping them up. I've experienced so much of the region now. You know, like, it's now kind of fresh in my memory, if you will. Because like in 5 years' time, just think about that for a moment. In like 5 years, more like 5.5 years. But it's like 5 years of just no Kanto. You know, just, or not no Kanto, but like, just think 5 years without going for something, if you will. Just go 5 years without something and just see how much you really remember of it. I was like, okay, yeah, fair enough, I remembered a lot about this game. In all fairness, I did remember an awful lot about the cancer region. I mean, I did remember an awful lot of it, but I didn't remember the little details. Like I said last time, I remember I didn't remember the specifics on getting the EXPN card or anything like that. You know, nothing like that. Instead, I just remembered like bits and pieces, like, you know. Well, not bits and pieces. I remembered mostly the bits and pieces. Like, it's just like if you to put it simply, it's like I had a jigsaw puzzle, but then some of the pieces were removed. You know, just like 10% of the pieces were removed. That's it, basically. Is what it is. Is that that some of the pieces were removed, if you will. That's the way analogy I'm gonna go with. In that case. And wow, yeah. Okay, that's odd then, but okay, I get that, I guess. So it looks like then beating Blaine or coming down here, you know, from Blaine's gym is what sets it off, I guess. Or maybe something sooner than that, I don't know, I'll have to look into that, obviously, because at least I've got Crystal as well, but Crystal as well, though, to be fair, if we're to use Crystal as like a basis for research in Gold, Silver and Crystal, you got to be a little careful with that, because sometimes between versions like Gold, Silver and Crystal, or you know, Red, Blue and Yellow as well, and whatever, sometimes, you know, things can be different in between games as well. So like in between Gold, Silver versus Crystal, things can be a bit different, if you will. Like, I couldn't really name anything off the top of my head. Like, there's obviously animations, there's rarity, because like Mary, you can't get the Mary line in the wild in this game without glitches or anything of the sort. So that's one thing that's different. It's one of those weird things that's like Mary is a version exclusive to Gold and Silver, but not Crystal. As weird as it is. Alright, I will see you on Crystal, speaking of which. Alright, here we are in Fuchsia City. I think I want to check something down here real quick, so before we do. My grandpa is out, my brother Bill's in Cerulean Cave. Yeah, we've got to explore that bit a bit soon. So these weird slowpoke on Cycling Road. Slowpoke? I guess. But okay, let's also check out these guys, see what they say, if they're still here. I mean, if they're still here, I mean if they're, yeah. Yeah, if the, ugh, the border's still here. Burping, man. Alright, well. Okay, I'm gonna try something out. Yeah, let's try this out then. It might be... so this is how you research, right? This is one, or this is one way you research. In this case, I'm thinking maybe it's the fact that you enter Blaine's gym. Actually, no, I didn't even enter it last time, though. Actually, to be fair, yeah, I didn't even enter it in Gold. I just skipped over it, didn't I? So it's like, how did it even? I don't know, man. It's so weird. I mean, not weird. I get it. You know, I get it's like programming or whatever. It's just over my head, basically. It's not my area of expertise, to be honest. You know, I've just never gone into it, if you will. I've never really thought about getting into I mean I have, but it's like it's just never been there. I mean, it is what it is. It's fine. But yeah, I'm getting so lucky with flinches when it doesn't really matter, to be fair. Although, you know what, I guess I will do this. I will look into this upon entry, but we'll see. We'll see in a few thousand years. But yeah, what was I saying? So like nostalgia. So like, I mean, I've got ideas for teams. Because like I said, it's nostalgia. I have some, I don't know, man. If you have any suggestions, drop them down in the comment. No, I'm kidding. That's fine. No, to be fair, you can't. To be fair, actually, you can't even suggest anything. To be fair, because it's like, who's gonna know me enough to say, like, oh yeah, you can talk about this. You can have this Pokemon. Like, really, no one outside of like what you see in my videos, and it's like, that's it. That's as close as you're gonna get, to be fair. Oh hey, they actually did remove him. Okay, cool. Alright, that's actually kind of cool, I guess. Alright, well, let's get going then. Again, obviously, like I said, it could just be the fact that it's crystal, and so therefore it's a little different to gold and silver, so just bear that in mind. I mean, maybe I'll look into that in the future, but obviously this is like a whole game I've got to go through, so obviously I can't just say tomorrow, like, oh, okay, let me go do this bit of research. I can't do that, really. I mean, I guess I could, but I guess I could look into it in some way. I don't know. I mean, I guess if anything, I'll save it for the ATP one, because it's something I can easily look into on my ATP run. That's all well and good. I mean, of course, if I'm not getting bombarded with Tentacool. But I mean, to be fair, it's fine. It's if anything, it's actually good to get me some training. So I'm actually happy there's a lot of water here. You know, I wish there was more. You know, jeez, man. Yeah, I really need to look into. I'm 2 steps away, man. No, I'm kidding. It's fine. It means more shiny chances as well. That's another thing. More possible shinies that I'll never get, but you know, it's fine. I've just realised, why do you have blue tentacles? Shouldn't they be brown? Or is it just a limited colour palette? I feel like it's not even limited colour palette. I feel like it's fine this generation. I don't know. But yeah, I really do need to look into getting more guides and whatnot. You know, like, just more sort of general guides, if you will. You know, like, I don't know what guides I'd go for, to be honest. You know, I don't know what guides I would go for, like, at the moment. Like, what am I really playing? I mean, obviously I'm playing Gen 2. So I could do something for that, but it's kind of a little bit late. Like, it is a little, like, because to be fair, we're pretty much, like, how far are we into even this LP anyway? Like, what, I guess halfway done? Right? Like, what's there left for me to do? 4 gyms. Right, so yeah, we're halfway done with the gyms. What else is there for me to do? So 4 gyms, let me think about this. If there's 4 gyms, there's like... there is some stuff in Johto that I want to get done, actually. So I got to do that at some point during the LP. So there is that. How much is there actually over there? In fact, actually, yeah, there's Ho and Lugia. There's the legendary beasts. There's, gosh, there's so much, man. I mean, it's not so much. To be fair, hang on, let me think. He's got Thunder Punch too. What? What? Okay, that was cool, to be fair. That was actually kind of cool. Nice. I like that. But yeah, as I was saying, so okay, so there's 4 gyms, right? There's Ho and Lugia and the 3 legendary beasts, right? So therefore, that's, if I do 1 gym a video, that's 4 videos plus Ho and Lugia, that's 2 episodes presumably, And then the legendary beast, that's probably going to be 1 episode long, to be fair. Then, so that's 7 episodes. There's the S.S.Aqua, which that's going to be 2 more episodes long because there is actually 3 S.S.Aqua states, if you will. And there's technically 3 times you got to board the S.S.Aqua. 1 time for the plot, you know, to actually get to Kanto. 1 time going from Johto to Kanto, and 1 time going from Kanto to Johto. You can board it more than that, but obviously, because there's trainers on there, it's just that obviously for me I had to show that off. So, you know, for the LP, which I was just about to say maybe I wouldn't even do, but you know what? Maybe I should at this point. The thing is, it's not even nostalgic though. I mean, it is. I mean, because I never really did that before. I never really did the S.S.Aqua as a kid. You know, this extra trip, so maybe I should skip it and save it for the aftermath. Actually, yeah. Maybe I should save it for the aftermath. I don't know. You know what? I guess I will. And I know I'm boarding it now, but I guess I will. Because you can board it, like I said, you can board as many times as you need. Alright, it's just a matter of entering the right house. Not this one. I mean, not the right house. The right room. This one, right? Yep. Yep, here we go. Yeah, so I guess I'll skip this. I can save this for the Aftermath series. Yeah, Oliphant City, man. Yeah, nice. Oh man, Johto music after all this time. I've not even listened to Johto music for a while, actually. I mean, I have a little bit, actually, to be fair, because I've been going around collecting all the apricorns and whatnot as we go by, but you know, it's... Yeah, this guy, he says, like, he gives you the dates, basically, or the days, you know. If I remember correctly, it's Wednesdays and Sundays. It's Wednesday. It's definitely Wednesdays to go from. So when you go from Kanto to Johto, it's definitely Wednesdays, and it's either Saturday or Sunday. Oh, I gotta do Wade. Okay, nice. When it's. And then obviously when it's Johto to Kanto, it's obviously Mondays to Fridays, like you said. So there is that. I'll put it on screen anyway of which way round it is, because obviously this is daily kind of thing. But the thing is as well, or the very nice thing, you don't even really need this to travel between the 2 regions. You just need Fly and just a strong enough Pokemon to deal with what's on like the later routes leading up to New Bark Town from the Kanto region. I mean, you know, that kind of thing. But that's a story for another day, to be fair. But yeah, there's so much just to explore, and the thing is, I really should be doing I really should be doing stuff that's like nostalgic to me throughout the AEFE itself, and then for the Aftermath series, I should be doing stuff that's like bonus stuff, yeah, that kind of thing. I should be doing really that, in all fairness. Which that's probably not an awful lot, in all fairness. I mean, the thing is as well, like, I don't know, I feel like, yeah, there's got to be... Oh, okay, to be fair, there's got to be something of a clear cut, like, what are you doing kind of thing with this, you know, stuff, if you will, you know, like, because, like, at least in Gen 2 AEFE, there's plenty to be had. That's a lot of stuff, so I probably should be saving some of it for the 8th Math Series. But the thing is, in Gen 3, I don't think there's an awful lot, to be honest. Which is pretty sad, to be fair, but I don't think that's really all that much. So it's kind of, I mean, it's not a lost cause really or anything. There's plenty to be done. I can figure some stuff out and whatnot. I mean, it's Gen 3. It's my favorite generation. You know, it's one of those things. And the thing is as well, like I've changed how I'm gonna be doing things as well. In that regard, like I've got ideas on like what I want to do. On how I want to handle future AEFEs, if you will. So that's another sort of issue, if you will, that I'm gonna have to deal with. Actually, I hope I can manage that. Actually, now I think about it, but I guess I'll figure it out. But yeah, it's certainly something I'm gonna have to look into when we get there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll figure it out, I guess. I don't know, man. It's just, you know, it's I don't know. We'll figure something out. Like I say, we'll get something there, because it's like, well, I mean, you can kind of predict what's gonna happen next after Gen 2 AEFE, kinda. I mean, obviously. I mean, Gen 3 AEFE is obvious, you know, it's one of those things that's just obviously going to happen next, if you will. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, okay, if you guess Gen 2 AEFE and you're wrong, that's just because, not that I tricked you, but it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, okay, wow, what a surprise, you know, kind of thing. But if you guess anything other than Gen 3, did I say Gen 2 AEFE? I meant Gen 3 AEFE. If you guess anything other than Gen 3 AEFE next, then, like, why? Why are you guessing anything but Gen 3 AEFE? Weirdo. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, I don't know, but you know, otherwise it's just like, there's just so much, I don't know, it's just, I mean, we'll get there, we'll manage it, we'll definitely will, you know, it's just, I don't know how exactly I want to handle it, to be honest. I'll do something, I'll definitely be doing something for it, for definite. You know, but yeah, that's a whole nother story though, to be fair. It's a whole nother story. That's an idea, actually. I might do that, actually, now I think about it. Yeah, that might be an idea, actually. Wow, I might have actually come up with an idea. Of a different idea of sorts. Yeah, we'll see. Well, I'll look into it, though. I'll definitely, like, think about that. But anyway, that's a story for another day. It's a completely different story. For now... I'm gonna burp. Well, I'm gonna lightly burp, it's gonna fail right before it gets to my throat. But then... Pokemon Tours of War. I mean, it's good. It's good that she says that, but yeah, I don't know at this point, it's just like... I don't know, I'm going to repeat myself a lot, I feel like, but it is just it, you know, it's... I don't know, it's something to look forward to, I guess. Well, I don't guess, I know it's something to look forward to. Even I'm looking forward to it. I haven't even started the files yet. Jeez, I am doing so much travelling today. That's not even, and that's ignoring the fact that this is the 19th of February, by the way. So I also recorded the last part in, by the way, today as well. But yeah, there's some stuff to do here as well in Johto. I mean, I'm not going to do it now, obviously, but you know, I've got it to look forward to when we can. So that's also so for another day. So yeah. Alright, well, that's it from me today. So yeah, hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully we'll figure some stuff out. Hopefully get sorted and whatnot. And I don't know, like I don't know. It's fun. It's like I'm looking forward to stuff and whatnot. So yeah. Alright, well, I shall see you next time, and yeah, I hope you have a minky day, everyone.